For logging on to ABC15.com, I'm meteorologist Iris Hermosillo. Conditions coming together for what could be an active monsoon day. There's a chance for strong damaging winds, a threat of blinding dust, and those storms could produce some heavy rain today too. There's that threat of flash flooding in parts of our state, especially to our south. But we're going to get cooler as well as that monsoon moisture increases. Let's talk about those alerts though, because again, there is a big risk for flash flooding today. So a flash flood watch has been issued for much of south central and southern Arizona starting at 2 o'clock here this afternoon, remaining in effect into tonight. It includes Yuma County, portions of Maricopa County, Pinal County, most of Pinal County, all of Pima County, and areas to the southeast of Tucson under a flash flood watch. Now, the immediate Phoenix metro area is not under that flash flood watch officially, but know that we could still get some heavier downpours that could lead to at least some localized flooding or even some flash flooding in the valley. But the bigger threat will be across areas just to our south, including in spots like Casa Grande, Maricopa, Gila Bend, portions of the Gila River Indian community included in that, and even just southeast of the Santan Valley in Florence, we could see that flash flooding. So if you live near any washes that tend to flood very easily, know that those washes at risk of flooding today, so you'll want to maybe find alternate routes for your evening commute. There's also that potential that storms today will produce damaging winds. So the Storms Prediction Center has put the valley and most of south central Arizona under a marginal risk for severe weather today. That means winds could reach as high as 58 to 60 miles an hour, potentially top that as well as those storms begin getting going. High pressure over the Four Corners region, that is helping bring in that monsoon moisture. So we've got the moisture, and as our atmosphere heats up, we'll get some of that instability. But we're also going to get some of that energy from a disturbance that's moving through our state. So that is what will be enhancing that storm potential today as well. So those ingredients coming together, we've got the moisture, the energy, and winds will basically steer storms from our surrounding areas right towards the Phoenix metro. And that's exactly what you're going to see on Futurecast. We had some rain overnight, that quickly pushing out to the west. We'll see those clouds thin out as we go towards midday, but by lunchtime, storms are already developing along the rim, including around the Flagstaff area, into the White Mountains region, and over the higher terrain in southeast Arizona. Then storms begin to fill in a little closer to the valley. We could see a few isolated storms in our foothills areas, especially around 2 to 3 o'clock here this afternoon. But by that point, those storms will be getting going and filling into our south too. Those storms could kick out strong winds, and there's that threat of blowing dust arriving just in time for that evening commute. And then those storms could move in right behind the dust, bringing that heavy rain and potentially damaging winds. Here's Futurecast at 6 p.m. Again, we've got a pretty decent shot for thunderstorms in the area. Then showers and thunderstorms will be possible overnight, and depending on how quickly things clear out tomorrow morning, we could see another round tomorrow evening. So for today, that rain chance in that scattered range, meaning that we could see scattered thunderstorms that bring blowing dust, strong winds, and flash flooding. The storm timing will start to increase those storm chances by about 2 o'clock, but then the better rain potential comes by 6 o'clock and into the evening hours and late evening hours, with rain chances staying elevated overnight. The dust threat comes after 4 o'clock, but the best potential for dust looks to come between about 5 and 6 o'clock here this evening. Again, just in time for the evening commute. Remember, pull aside, stay alive if you get caught in the dust storm. The biggest hazards will be damaging winds, blowing dust, heavy rain, and flooding with these storms that develop today. Now, the payoff to all this extra moisture, cooler weather. So today, not as hot as yesterday. You'll see highs closer to normal, with Phoenix topping out at 104. And most valley cities ending up with highs right around 104 degrees. Goodyear, Laveen, both hitting 105 today, with low 100s in spots like Cave Creek. We are also under an ozone high pollution advisory, so ozone pollution looking to reach unhealthy levels today for people with breathing sensitivities. You may want to limit your time outdoors as a result. 104 today in Phoenix, 108 out in Bullhead City, 95 for Kingman, low 80s in Flagstaff, low 90s today in Payson. Tonight looking like a cooler night thanks to that rainfall. Temperatures down into the low 80s overnight in Phoenix, with lows down into the low 70s in Kingman, and those overnight lows in the 50s in Flagstaff. So tomorrow morning a little cooler, but it's still going to be muggy with those temperatures in the upper 70s to low 80s to kick off our Wednesday. Then we've got mostly cloudy skies in store for your Wednesday, a chance for rain in the morning, and then again, depending on how quickly things clear out, we could start to see more storms again tomorrow late afternoon and evening. But because of the extra clouds, because of the extra moisture and the rain, our temperatures tomorrow looking much cooler. 97 degrees for a high on Wednesday, back into the low 100s Thursday, 105 and drier by Friday, then hotter Saturday with mostly sunny conditions and just a 10% chance for storms Sunday into Monday of next week.